Hey, howdy. Back at it again with some more collective unconscious. Always a pleasure to come back. So last time I believe we ended with me saying that I would go back and do Starry Docks, and I am still going to do Starry Docks, but I was looking in the wiki and I noticed something kind of interesting. So there's Starry Docks A and there's Starry Docks B, and apparently the reason why there's two of these is that one of them has a menu theme, and it's random which one. So I'm gonna go to A, and if it's not an A, I'm gonna go to B. And I mean, even if it is, I kind of want to visit both just to see the different paths. But I thought that could be a cool like focus for today. But I've been I'd like to say that I've been relaxing, but to be completely honest, I've been pretty hard at work with various different projects. And the biggest project that comes to mind is obviously that big secret project that I'm going to continue to work on when I have the time, because I do also have to juggle that with school, at least for the time being. Because I, in fact, did not. I was not able to just stop going to class. I do have to keep going to class. But the upshot of that is that I talked to my advisor, and apparently I only need 2 classes left to graduate, which, cool. I kind of wish he had told me that earlier before I had reached a mental break moment. So next semester is my last semester. I do not have to, I don't have to worry about doing any other classes than 2 classes next semester, and then that's it. So that's cool. That's definitely going to take a lot of the stress out. And I've heard good things about all the classes that I'm going to be taking. I think the plan right now is to do scientific visualization, which seems dope. No complaints there. And also, there was a class, I think it was malware reverse engineering, that is going to be really neat. Where am I? Oh, I'm over on the other side of the map. Okay. Ooh. But malware seems like it's going to be cool. I don't want to say they don't make malware like they used to, because it's a really sketchy thing to say. It's like, oh, I wish they made more malware these days that was actively harmful to people's systems. But so much of the malware, dare I call it an ecosystem, because it's an ecosystem of viruses, but I suppose it's still an ecosystem regardless. It used to target consumers, and now it targets businesses instead. It's basically all phishing links now. Which I feel like it's a net positive. It's just, every once in a while it will cause a company to lose money. Unfortunately, that sometimes means that it will also leak personal data, but, I'd like to hope that doesn't happen. Ooh. Oh my god. That's really... man. Sometimes I feel bad walking through these gorgeous worlds and just saying the same things over and over and over again of like, wow, that's so cool, wow, I really like this, but like, genuinely, it's from the heart. I do adore this game. I adore Tuki. I adore most Yumaniki fan games because I love stuff like this. It makes me want to become a game developer so that I can impart cool like worlds and situations onto other people like this. Because I think this is dope as hell. And so it makes me really happy that that this is a little. I almost want to. I'd almost consider this kind of embarrassing, but it was more funny than anything. The 1 hour of Tukey Nexus sounds. I am shocked how well that video is doing. Oop, is this a connection? Oh, it is. Oh, White Lotus Islands. So where's that menu theme at? Oh my god. Whoa. What is... Not entirely sure what those black lines are supposed to mean. Oh, I see. Starry Dock say 50% chance to contain a blue star node. Yeah. Okay, so it's there. I guess the black lines are just there to draw your eye to it. I see. So let's just try and go down. But it is a little hilarious to me that that video is done well than, like, over half of my Tukey videos that I've uploaded recently. It's literally just an hour of moderately quite loud Nexus sounds, Nexus music, and the occasional bike sounds and awoo. I mean, hey, as the saying goes, if you build it, they will come. So I'm happy people got some enjoyment out of it. But I've been using YouTube a lot more recently. I kind of need to cut back on it a little bit because I've been distracting myself too much. But on the other side, I've found some very entertaining channels. And the main one that I found somewhat recently, that this was, a friend has been recommending me to watch this one for a while, is, there's a YouTube channel called Ordinary Sausage. And, oh lord. It is basically the food YouTube channel equivalent of Dirty Jobs, where it is just the most ridiculous, or Bizarre Foods, I guess is a better comparison. It's the most ridiculous, absurd, just garbage food. But, at the same time, the guy is genuinely a really talented cook. Oh, wait, Winsome Expense is there, so I should have already... Let me backtrack and find that spot. Yeah. Like, if I follow the path, I should be able to... I should be able to tell very quickly whether the star is here or not. Looks like it wasn't. Yeah, it should be right here. Alright. So now we just go the other way. Let's do... I like both of these options. Let's go through obelisks. But Ordinary Sausage is a weird one. Because like, you watch it at first and you go, oh, you know, it's such an insane channel. He's, like, eating literal, like, dirt sausage and like, mealworm sausage and disgusting stuff like that. And then you watch it a little bit more and you realize that he's actually a really damn talented cook. It's like, it's a hell of a hobby. It made me think, there's another channel that my friend has introduced me to called Joe is Hungry that is a very, like, a legacy food review channel. And my main takeaway from watching his stuff, he's not necessarily my thing, but the fact that he just gets to live this life is insane. Aw. He just gets to eat fast food for a living, essentially. And he doesn't have to do anything crazy with it. It's not like a mukbang channel or anything. He just gets to eat some fast food, give it a review, and then move on with his day and like go and talk to his grandchildren, or talk to his children, talk to his grandchildren, just enjoy life. It's a good gig. And I feel it's kind of a similar thing with ordinary sausage. Maybe slightly less because he has to pay for a lot of those ingredients, but a lot of them get sent in by patrons, so I don't think it's that bad. Okay, so it's not here. Spiral Purgatory seems to be the closest connection. But I mean, it's a double-edged sword at the end of the day. That concept of being able to make money by doing something that you love. Like, suppose, like, I'm just thinking about, in my case, imagine if I was able to do this full-time, which, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily complain at first, but, you know, the months turn into years, and eventually, what if I end up hating this by the end of it? Whoa. Whoa, 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 I was not expecting a full screen of that. This art is gorgeous, oh my god. Whoa. That's so cool! You're awesome. I don't know who you are or what your deal is, but you're awesome. That was like, that was art on a level of like, I would buy that from like an art festival and put it up on my wall. That was very pretty. But yeah, I almost don't want to do this for a living, because assuming that I was able to do this for a living, I was getting kind of fatigued just like making videos on the regular as a way to de-stress. Like I can't even imagine what it would be like to do this professionally. Could you even call it professionally at that point? There we go. I don't know. It'd be a weird thing to consider. Because at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily turn down the option if I had the ability to like do this full time and make a ton of money and I don't know, have merch, that kind of stuff. Would I still do it if I knew that I would end up hating Yumatuki by the end of it? I actually don't know the answer to that question. I feel like the answer would be no. But also, it's, you know, career pivots exist for a reason, and I could, like, if I have an audience after a certain point, I could start playing other things that are, like, within that same wheelhouse. And there's a whole conversation outside of that of, like, oh, what if my community doesn't like the game? Am I beholden to the community for whether I should play a specific game or act a specific way? And it's, you know, it's an unfortunate side effect of doing something like this professionally, is that you have to conduct yourself a certain way to make sure that people come back. Like I think of TF Tubers as like the most a very recent, very annoying example, because TF2 fans are ravenous. When TF2 fans they are sometimes fun to interact with, and they are sometimes some of the most entitled and toxic fans I have ever seen in my life. And it switches off on and off like a lever. I've never seen a more bipolar fan base in my life. And I do mean that in terms of like the psychological way of bouncing back and forth between just pure mania and mania and depression. When they like something, they really like something. When they hate something, there are a lot of bad things happen, and that has been shown through many other channels that intentionally pivoted out because they didn't want to deal with it anymore. Because I like to consider that I have I have fairly thick skin when it comes to some stuff on the internet, but I would get worn down pretty quickly. There we go. Ooh. Wait, that is almost identical to what I have for the background. It clashes a little bit, but I could absolutely just like pull the background and just use that now. That could be really nice. I could just have that be my stars background whenever I'm doing collective unconscious stuff. Awesome. So now what? I'm gonna hold myself to just doing collective unconscious stuff because that daily expires tomorrow. I could just do it tomorrow. But card carving cavern, I don't recognize. Oh, yes. CGA Forest, Megalith Lake. Let's start with that. And I mean, at the same time, I also don't want to... I want to have a healthy relationship between the viewer and the producer. And I know that's a very hard thing to do in the age of the internet, without it swinging really far one way or the other. Because there's also the option that I end up being the one that ends up being really entitled and awful. And I mean, just look at Twitch. You can find plenty of examples of people on Twitch who act exactly like this. And let the feelings and the power immediately go to their head and start alienating everyone around them. And I mean, I blame the platform, but it's no different than how, a lot of other stuff, like being a celebrity on TV or being a movie star. It's a very similar kind of psychological effects. Just like walking around and being constantly recognized is a hell of a feeling. And I've got like little tiny bits of that from my like being a like moderately well known in a very small community. I've gotten like little tiny bits and pieces for what that feels like. So like I can only imagine what it would be like to be a full movie star. I think the one bit of solace that I do have is for like whether or not I would let that go to my head, is there was another channel that I found, another YouTube channel that I found recently that I've been really enjoying, was Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame made a YouTube channel, or like a like blog series called Tested, where he just talks, he answers viewer questions about Mythbusters, that kind of stuff. And one of the things that he talks about... Oh no. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm good. I heard a lawnmower right outside my window, and then paused the video, and then immediately I could literally feel the vibration through the window. So I'm glad I stopped for a moment, but we're good now. It's the one downside to living in an apartment. Though I guess at the same time, maybe I should be happy that I don't have to do yard work myself or like hire someone to do it. But anyway, we did in fact make it. Oh no. I like that it just says killable. Does that do anything? Is it just if you're cruel, you can kill it? Hang on, Soulfire. Oh, it grants Luna. I might want to do that. I realize how fragile my morality might seem now. I don't think it's alive, and it gives me money, so honestly, It's good enough. It's good enough for me. It's inanimate, and it has money inside, and it respawns every time. So, sure. Show me your secrets. Thank you very much. Bridge from Beyond, one way, interact with Rodentia effect or youth effects. And then there's also monster manuscripts. Where do these lead? Hang on. If I were to go to Bridge from Beyond. Oh, this is where I went to go to Agoraphobia. I remember this place now. So I've gone to Agoraphobia before, and Agoraphobia is phenomenal. This page takes so long to load because there's so much stuff here. And there still isn't a connection from this place. I think they might eventually plan on it, because I seem to remember that event ended with a doorway that was a broken connection. There's Candy Tile Halls and Dreams of Fragrance, and I don't think I've been to either of these before. Yeah, no, I have not. Yeah, sure, let's go to Bridge from Beyond. Okay, I'll just wander. But something else that... I forgot I did that. Something else that kind of spurred me into, like, thinking about this stuff was, a while ago, when I was back home... Wow, this music's quite loud. Oh, does this loop? Oh, no, I see what I'm supposed to do, I think. Because there's 3 doors here, middle one leads to Agoraphobia. If I keep walking, is it going to, like, pass upwards? Okay, I'm not gonna pause again. It's annoying, but it happens. It seems like they're just doing a brush-up job, so they'll be gone quickly. Yeah, so here's the path that I think is eventually... Oh, it's one way! It is one way. What about these? Also not accessible. Okay. Pain in the ass. Okay. Oh, an archway in the center leading to the interior of the bridge. Okay, it's that spot right there. I see. Okay, 1 second again. Okay, I think we're in the clear. God, that's annoying. Whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. Anyway, we're on the top of the bridge. At least I think we are. Is this the right way? Oh wait, this is a ladder, isn't it? It is a ladder. Yes, yes. We've made it. We're now at the top. What's your deal? He's very skittish. I'm kind of just taking in the sights. This area is great. Apparently there's a connection up here somewhere? Ooh, that must be it. Oh, yes, 3D scanned environments, my beloved. Oops. Look at that. Oh my god. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Ah, just look at that. It looks so good. Ooh. Well, this place is very Yumaniki. I wonder if there's anything here, if it's just a long path. Oop. Connection to somewhere. Hydrangea Pass, no way. Well, there's a now we know there's a closer connection. Man, that's cool. What about that other one? There's Neon Faces, and then there was also Chromatic Slabs World. There's also Gradient City. There's so much cool stuff, man. Oh my god. I might have to come back here later. So I guess we're almost out of time, so I guess I'll pick one. I'll pick Gradient City and see what's inside. Whoa! Oh my god, my eyes! The threatening gradient shows up at your front door. Okay, I actually kind of love this. This is literally the threatening gradient. This is the green. This is the green to magenta. Ooh. Series neat. Kind of just... I'm taking in the sights. Because this place is still... an eyesore. It's an eyesore, parentheses, positive. Ah, saturated school. Huh. See, this is an RPG Maker ass area, and I mean that with the fondest of affection. Ah, God, I really like the way the props are like aberrated like that. Look at that. It like they have one line of transparency off to the left and a little bit of bleed over off to the right. I really like that. I really like that. It's like even with these areas that are a little bit more... Oop. Uh-oh. Oh! Hey, Scribblow. Even with these worlds that are a little bit more, like, simplistic and garish, like, there's still so much effort put into the visuals. Do all of these lead to Scribblow? Looks like some of them definitely do. That's 2 in a row. Wow. Oh my god, there's even an outside... There's, like, an outside play area. That's fun. Yeah, go away, Discord. Let's try and find this outside play area, and then I'll probably call it for now. Oh, bathroom. Fair enough. What on earth? Would you use the chromatic flashing toilet? Oh, this is like a cafeteria, isn't it? That's super cute. And then out here is like a recess play area. Awesome. Potentially a connection out here as well. There's like swing sets. Can you sit in the swing? You cannot sit on the swing. That's unfortunate. Man. Good day. Like a lot of great... We did a lot of great stuff today. Oh, wait. It probably... Can I sit down normally? No. Because there is the gesture to sit down. But I don't think I can use any of those while I have a mask on. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I think that's all I got for now. This was a fun episode, despite the lawnmower. But that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching, y'all.